As always, there's a lot of stuff floating around about when is the Sabbath and how to celebrate it properly, and I want to share with you guys why I believe what I do. First of all, let me share with you that if you disagree with me or celebrate the Sabbath a different time or a different way, I'm not going to grieve you. If you have done your due diligence and researched, and on the day of judgment, you can tell Yeshua why you did what you did, then do it. I'm not going to get upset with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm simply telling people why I believe what I believe. First off, the Lunar Sabbath. Long story short, I don't agree with the Lunar Sabbath. I spent months and months researching the calendar and the Sabbath and the feast days, and after all of that, I personally determined that the Lunar Sabbath is wrong. There are people that can make good arguments for it, and again, if you believe in it, go for it. But quite simply, it doesn't line up. The Sabbath is the seventh day. From creation forward, every seventh day is the Sabbath. You can't track that with the moon cycle because the moon is not on a 7-day cycle. If the moon fulfilled its duties every single 28 days, I'd be on board with it, but it doesn't. Also, the foreshadowing doesn't line up. The Bible is steeped with foreshadowing if you can pick it out. And the sun represents Jesus, Yeshua, and the moon represents his bride, the lesser light to rule the night. And the bride doesn't determine the holy days. I have a few other reasons why I don't agree with the Lunar Sabbath, but I only have 3 minutes, so let's move on. I do believe the 7th-day Sabbath is what we call Saturday. It is still the 7th day on our calendar. And even after all the calendar changes, the date changed, but never the day of the week. Furthermore, I want to bring up 3 extra biblical witnesses. You can pause and read this if you'd like. But a Roman historian named Cassius Dio wrote in 63 BC that the Jews celebrated Sabbath on the same day that the Greeks celebrated Saturn's Day, or the same day that we call Saturday now. All throughout the New Testament, people disagreed with Jesus about how he celebrated Sabbath, but never when he celebrated Sabbath. And it was clear at this time they were celebrating the Sabbath on Saturn's Day, or Saturday. And Dio's writings match what Josephus said about the same thing. For a second witness, we have the Roman soldier Frontinus. And in his book written around 70 AD, he said the same thing, that the Jews celebrated Sabbath on the same day that we now call Saturday. And this is all during the period right after Yeshua walked. Nobody disputed when the Sabbath was during this time. For a third witness, language itself confirms that Saturday is the Sabbath. Languages all across the world have a root word from Sabbaton or Sabbato, which means Sabbath, for the day we now call Saturday. There's strong evidence that Saturday is the Sabbath.